For us as women, when it comes to relationship, we focus seriously on what the other person likes, what the other person prefers, what the other person will love. But we most of the time forget about ourselves. We want to always please our husbands, we want to please our fiance, we want to be the best mom, we want to be everything. But all this is for the other person. What about you as a woman? Today on Relationship Expectations, I'll be sharing on being effective and efficient as a woman. Keep watching.
The only one who holds the keys to my heart, and which way he wants me to, I'll go without a fight. I might as well be a fool for you, 'cause ain't no stop to loving you.
Welcome back. I'm Joey Bikiwi, and this is Relationship Explications. Well, thank you so much for your like and shares and comments. Thank you so much for helping us spread this value really fast. Thank you for our YouTube channels, like and everything. I know that things have been trending there. Thank you so much. So let's go into the business of today, being effective and efficient as a woman. I've always heard this thing. Oh, there is a glass ceiling. The male folk always oppress us, and all that, and all that, and all that. Yes, these are facts in the society. And if you check our history as women, we were not the first people who started going out to work or being modern and all that. But now, this is the world that we have. And as a woman in this present time, you have to prove yourself. You have to be effective and efficient. And I'm telling you, there is no glass ceiling anywhere. Once you are a woman of value, everything will work out for you. So I have a few points that I chose to talk about today. Number one, choose to become better. Choose to become a better person, not because of anyone, but become better for yourself. This happened to me in 2016. I have always been the kind of woman who wanted to get it right. I've always wanted to be a better person, but I didn't know how. And in 2016, something amazing happened to me. I had a failing financial life and I was hurting. It hurt me so much I couldn't even provide for myself sometimes because I was nursing, I had babies, and everything goes there, and I'm this just a sit-at-home mom, no income, nothing, and it feels like I was living at the mercy of my husband, and it hurt me so much because I'm a very result and goal-oriented person. So it was bugging me. Then I buzzed up someone amazing in my life, one of the best women that I've met in this life. I just chatted her up that look at the situation, and she said, oh, it seemed like we're both in the same situation, but I've been able to find out something very valuable. So she sent me a link to download a book, and the book is by Jim Rohn, 7 Strategies to Wealth and Happiness by Jim Rohn. Immediately I saw the title, I felt like, oh, I'm just going to get 7 strategies to just make money now. No, that book changed my perspective. And that was when my journey to living a fulfilling life, to have it all complete, to have it balanced started. I was a nursing mom. My son was just 2 months old. But I would wake up at night and read till 4, from 2 to 4 every day, because I found something. And let me tell you, that was how I discovered me. I've never worked a day since I've been married. I have always been at home, but I'm not a housewife. I'm nothing like a housewife. And let me tell you, your husband will know if you're an efficient and effective woman. You will be a woman of value in his house, in his life. And you know what? You are just living your life, but he is a major beneficiary from the kind of woman you have decided to be. And for me, I've been having an amazing time. Well, my husband would say this just for the past 3 years, but my journey started in 2016. Before then, we had serious issues in the marriage. But when I decided to change, I decided to grow, I decided to take my life back. I decided to put value on me. I decided to be a woman that has qualities that money cannot buy. I developed them. I built it. I pushed to become the best of me. So that's what I'm saying to you. Be a woman that is effective. Number one, you can choose to become a woman that is very timely, that can manage money very well, that is very objective in situations. I was talking with somebody today and I said that wisdom is not the popular way. It is not. But to be wise, sometimes you will look like you're foolish, but you know what you're going to achieve long term. And I'm telling you, as a woman, if you're married, if you're not married, you can learn it, because the Bible says that he that finds a wife find a good thing. Well, the wife is supposed to be a woman that is married already, but obviously, if you find a wife, somebody that is searching, is looking for someone to get married to, then Bible says finding a wife. So you have to be a wife before you get married. But some of us, we're already married before we become wives, and we're still struggling trying to find our feet in this whole marriage thing. So as a woman, whether you're married or not, you're single, be a person of value. I started building time management skills when I was single. If I want to go somewhere, I will budget the time. If I'm supposed to be there by 5, I tell myself I'm going there 4. I start preparing 2 hours before then. And as a mom, anywhere I am, it is my culture. My kids go to school very early, and it's not that the place is far. One day, one of my friends said, this school is just 10 minutes away from your house, and you're waking up 6:30 and you're taking these kids to school. They are used to it. You have to instill the culture. I told her, I said, it's a culture I'm instilling on my kids, that you have to be timely. Some people are supposed to meet someone for a meeting. You can't make it. You will not tell the person on time. These are the little issues you need to deal with as a woman. You're always somebody. You cannot pay. Or you promised the person, but you got disappointed and you didn't get it. Ensure you talk to the person on time. I'm telling you, in that career that you want to be a banker. Be an efficient banker. Be an effective banker. Pick a career path. Pick what you want to do long term. You want to do provision business. Choose it and choose it. I have an amazing friend. Funny enough, this lady is not a Christian. She's a business woman to the core. She's selling provision. She does supplies. She didn't start like that. The day she started telling me her story, how she started from one tin tomato to another. Consistency is key. Consistency. If you choose a path, be the kind of woman that will run it and stay at it. I'm telling you, you can have it all in this life. You can have it all if you choose to be a kind of woman that is different. See, let me tell you, when I see women come and meet me for domestic violence or abuse and all that, every time I see why they are being abused and molested. There is what can be abused and molested. There's the kind of woman that a man cannot beat. And that is not because the woman is physically strong to fight him. He cannot imagine his life without that woman. He cannot imagine hurting that woman in any way. There is the kind of woman you will be. If your husband cheats on you, he will do everything within his power to ensure you don't find out. Because he doesn't want to scatter the peace that he has in his home, that you give him. The peace that you give to him. The qualities you bring. Every time he comes home, he looks at his children. They are properly raised. Because first of all, the woman have raised herself. If you want to be a wife, and let me tell you, the person that helped me become very efficient and effective is the Holy Spirit. My relationship with the Holy Spirit. It taught me how to be objective with issues, how to be open, how to tell myself hard truth. Sometimes I go and meet my husband. It is wisdom to own up when you're wrong. It is very wise. Sometimes you own up even when you are not wrong. But you probably don't understand. But you keep the peace. You keep the unity. You keep the togetherness. Because the most important thing is your sanity, first of all. Your sanity as a woman. Keep the peace within you. Keep the strength within you. I want to talk about you cultivating values. I said something. Number two, cultivating value. I said number one, choose to become a better person, not because of anyone, but become better for yourself. Number two, cultivate and covet values. Like I said, the values I cultivated, I deliberately, sometimes I work closely with a lady who is an introverted person, very timely, she nurtures, she does a lot of things. I'm not like that. I'm a different kind of person. And another thing, please check your circle. Some of you need to change the kind of people you sit with and talk with. Some ladies, they just have compound friends all the time. You don't have to be friends with everybody. Check your circle, because sometimes your circle, they don't have good things for you to cultivate. They don't have the right thing. They don't have anything that you can pick that is valuable. All they have is to tell you how you need to warn your husband so that when he do, you hold his shirt. That kind of him. How long are you going to do that? How long? When I see things like, okay, like I said, when women come to meet me for do, I see why. I see it. Some of them are just very stubborn. Some are just at the mercy of the man. And I know there are some temporary imbalances, like at the time that I was not really making money and all that, I was just on my own, as a wife at home. I know how I felt, how to be at the mercy of a man that you ask him for almost everything. I don't like it. It hurt my ego. But you have to get up from there. Get up from there. You can't be that way forever. Find out what you can do. And for the most of those times, it wasn't like I wasn't trading. I would do business. I've always been doing business as a young girl. But being married, you do the business and all your money most of the time enter the home. And now you're back. And you've spent most of the money. And then things were rough. We're trying to find our feet as a young couple that is just having kids. And those temporary imbalances is okay. It's the stage. You will pass there. I'm no longer in that place. So being objective enough to know that these things is not forever. It will pass. There are seasons that will pass. But while those times are there, be cultivating the values. Don't waste those times that you are pregnant, sitting at home doing nothing. Don't waste those times that you are nursing your babies. Don't waste those times. Don't waste your single years. That's the most important thing. Most single people, they are wasting time. Don't waste your single years. Don't waste it. Don't waste it at all. Let every time, every moment count. Don't just go and be talking about things that are not important. Then number three, like I said, keep integrity with your words and your actions. If you say, I am coming, come. If you change your mind or something happen, send a text message at least. It was a culture I learned in church then. You can't say you couldn't reach the person. At least send a message. Be that, think ahead. Be proactive. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is an amazing book I read. I have read it. I can't count how many times I've read it. I've watched videos on it. The first important law is being a proactive person. Thinking ahead. As a woman, we have too much in our hands as women. We manage too much. Now we have joined the people who are making money and pursuing career. It wasn't like that for our mothers. But right now, if you're sitting down as a woman or you're not doing anything, it seems like you're failing. And you will not be able to rest by yourself, because you also want to be able to be that woman that your kids can say, oh, this is what my mommy does and this is the kind of person my mommy is. All these things. And you want to be the best of yourself. You want to be able to live out everything that God has put in you on the face of this earth. So while you're trying to do that, the most important thing is that you be the person who have been able to, keep, this is very, I don't know how to say it. I am too excited. I don't know how to say it. Be the proactive person. Be the person that thinks ahead. Be the person that if they are looking for people, they will always look for you. I have been in places where I work with women and I wonder, what is doing you? And because of the kind of person I am, they feel like, oh, you don't always give excuse for women. You don't always, I don't. I have the situation that you have. I have kids like you. There are people that have kids like you. People that have kids that they don't have help. And they are doing a lot of things. Why is your case different? There are people who, they don't have all those, they don't have it, but they are doing very well with the little that they have. I don't excuse. And it will look like, oh, you are being unreasonable. No. You sit up as a woman. Sit up. You can do this. Be proactive. Be the type that if your husband goes away, you can stand in his stead and you will trust that, yes, my wife can handle things after I've gone. Because sometimes those are the things that they are looking for in you. After your pretty face and they love you and all the feeling and now you're married, now what? Can you be that woman that when I'm gone, you can stand for this home? And I will say, yes, everything is well at home. My wife is taking care of it. Be that woman even before you get married. Be the one that, not that they're looking, they can't call them. There was one woman that I worked with one time. Can't call them for anything. Always giving excuses. Always not in the mood. And they now squeeze face so that you will not ask them. You can't call them for anything. When it comes to work, they find a way to dodge. Don't want to apply themselves to anything. Don't be that kind of a woman. Be effective. Be proactive. I'll recommend these 2 books for you that changed my life. Number 1, 7 Strategies to Wealth and Happiness by Jim Rohn. You will see it online. You can get it PDF copy. And you can get 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I saw that book for the first time in 2011. And I started reading. I can't count how many times. Well, because I love the book. I keep reminding myself the kind of a person I am and the kind of a person I want to be. And the journey continues. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining.
Go by, I kept loving you, and even as the years roll by.